right? Yeah, we're gonna do this like I'm on set. Unfiltered on Notoriously Opinionated. Episode 100 and something. Take 2. That's how we're gonna do it. What up though? It's your man that goes by many names, many monikers, and one appellation that my mama gave me. That's it. So started that last one prematurely. My bad. This might be the reason. It's not. That's not the reason. Let's not start that. Let's not go there. The reason, honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck with myself, the reason is because I am thoroughly distracted. Moments before I came on, I've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different things I got going on, and we gonna get into it tonight on Unfiltered, on Notoriously Opinionated. Let's go. So that was one of the things I was actually working on. I was working on a new intro for the simple fact it's really one reason and one reason only. That's not true. There's really a couple of reasons why. There's actually a few reasons why I wanted to change that intro. A, it is too damn long. So I got into like whole creative mode when I was making that intro. And yes, I made that intro by myself. But I got like I got too me. It was too extra. It was too much. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot. And I shouldn't have did all that, because that it was less than a minute. It was like maybe 50 seconds. That thing took me like 3 hours to make. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make another one. That joint gonna be like 15 seconds. It was good tonight that the intro was so long because it gave me a chance to pour me a drink. But the next one is gonna be like 15, 20 seconds. Like, for real. It's gonna take me all of hour to make it, because I'm just gonna take clips of stuff that I already got. I might shoot something. I don't know. I'm extra, and I don't know. So, but I'm gonna make me a new intro, and it's gonna be shorter, because that's some bullshit right there. But tonight, I need to kind of catch y'all up while staying on topic, right? I need to catch y'all up with what's going on, and it is the topic of the relationship that you need to have with yourself. The relationship that one has with themselves is probably, arguably, one of the most important relationships you can have. Like other than your relationship with the creator and the relationship with the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with, The relationship that you have with yourself is second only to the relationship you have with you and God. That's it. You know. Uh and to be honest, in my notorious opinion, they're synonymous, because you are a part of that creation. You can't take a drop from the Pacific Ocean and think you could put it somewhere else and it not still have the elements of the Pacific Ocean. You know what I'm saying? You could put that drop of water anywhere, you know, and it's still gonna have the DNA of where it originated. Well, if I originated from the creator, then I have some of the DNA of the creator, right? So that's where I'm at. Um, and I'm just thinking about. I wanted to just talk about my life tonight, my journey, my struggle, my everything. I have people on this show that talk about their journey, that talk about their life, and I love hearing about everybody's story. Um, but I got a story too, you know, and I can hear it in my mind and I can see it playing out through my eyes and my subconscious, and it's playing out like when it starts to play out years before you see it physically manifest, you don't know that you're seeing the future. You have no idea how uh this thing that you see in your mind, in your dreams, in your subconscious, you don't see how it's ever going to play out. It doesn't make any sense to you. It's like that couldn't happen because I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that, and I might not be here and I might not be there. But then it plays out and you holler deja vu. Ain't no damn deja vu. You just, you haven't lived it before. Well, you lived it in your mind, but it was there and it was being shown to you. And all you had to do was keep walking that path towards that particular destiny for it to actually happen. You know, um, I hear people all the time talk about the phrase that the Murphy's Law. There's Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. That's Murphy's Law, right? I'm like this. You got Murphy's Law, and that is everything that can go wrong will go wrong. I don't remember who it is, whether was it Einstein or Newton that said that for every action there is an equal or opposite reaction. I'm gonna go with Einstein. Uh, so if everything that can go wrong will go wrong, but if everything has an equal or opposite reaction, and the opposite reaction to everything that can go wrong will go wrong, is everything that can go right will go right. And the crazy thing is, both of those two theories can happen synonymously, right? Everything that can go wrong, and everything that can go right will go right within the same happenstance, within the same situation. It's the craziest shit ever. Because I've experienced it. I experienced it last weekend. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and everything that could go right went right. And it was like whatever didn't go right for a reason. Like mistakes happen so you can learn. Mistakes don't happen and things don't happen like that to knock you down. mistakes and things like that happen so that you can learn, so that you can get harder, so you can get better, so you can get stronger. Hey, that reminded me of a song. Um, that's what mistakes are there for. That's what errors are there for you to learn from them. Errors aren't there for them to knock you down and beat you up and punch down on you like Dave Chappelle say. That's not the purpose. That's not the intent. It is the intent if that's what you feel the intent is, but that's not the true intent. The true intent of mistakes and errors is a learning lesson. It's teachable moments. That's what mistakes are. That's what errors are. They're teachable moments, you know, because you are on a lifelong journey of learning. Throughout your whole life, you're going to learn something because you will not know everything, you know. So, but if you have no interest in learning, then you're just going to fail. That's where failure comes in. That's when you become a loser. That's where losers come from. Losers are people who did not succeed, who did not win, and did not learn from why they did not succeed and why they did not win. You are a loser. I never lose. I never lose because I learn every single time. You can't teach me shit. You can't teach me shit. Um, so let's get into this. Let's get into the deep relationship that you have to foster with yourself. Um, and I'm speaking from a man's perspective because men and women are different, especially in regards to like self-awareness and acceptance and and all that. You know, we're different. Women will allow the way they think they look or the way that they perceive they are look to cause them to go to Colombia and get a BBL. You know what I'm saying? Like women will say, "Hey, I need to have this done or I need to have that done because of this or because of that." Men, scratch that. When we're boys, when we're young, we just learn to accept who we are, and we rock with that. And we like, how am I gonna get all these girls to like me in spite of this? I'll figure it out. You know, that's just what we do. It's like if we born like Martin Lawrence with some big ass ears, he's like, shit, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be funny. You dig? And I'm gonna figure it out. They ain't gonna give a damn about my big ass ears. You know, if you got a big ass bell pepper nose, you gonna figure it out as to how you gonna get people to like you and how you gonna get women to like you. And in spite of you having a big bell pepper nose, if you 5'4", you gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all different. You know, y'all like, I'm to this, I'm to that. I ain't gonna do. Hey, listen, you if you don't love you, you know, how you gonna love somebody else? You know, that's what Scarface said. If I don't love me, how the fuck I'ma love you? If you don't love yourself, how you gonna expect to love or care for anybody else? You listen, you are not. Say it all you want. You're not gonna care for nobody else more than you care for yourself. Because if you don't care for you, you can't care for them properly. You know. So, but here's what I got going on. So let's start right here about what's this 24. So it had to was it 20 or 21? I think it was I want to say it was 21. So in 2021, I started my videography business, Breakout Media Group. I don't know why I called. Yeah, I mean, I know why I called it Breakout Media Group, but I don't know I don't know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it felt like me. You know what I'm saying? It felt like me. It felt like that should be the name of my business, and I gotta rework my doing business as name because I'm fighting Blue Cross and Blue Shield too much. Because Blue KC Videography, you know, yeah, it's some other shit, and I'm gonna end up changing it, so I gotta rebrand Blue KC Videography to something else because Blue Cross and Blue Shield is just way too popular, and it's killing me. But so I started it, and I was I was doing free music videos. I was doing everything for free, like just to get experience, to get my name out there, to get some notoriety, some credibility, but again, most importantly, some experience, And so, shout out to my cousin Swiss, man, and shout out all my dudes, music videos, and cuz let me practice on him. You know what I'm saying? He let me practice on his music. You know what I'm saying? So I was just shooting his music videos, and I was getting better at the craft of shooting music videos. And then here comes KC Melton Pod Theater. I'm the lead cinematographer of the film division for KC Melton Pod Theater, and they let me film all of their plays, And then, you know, my guy Johnny Waller, he would let me record his when he would do press releases or needed to put a video out. So shout out to my guy Johnny. Uh, and you know, I was just blessed in those instances. You know, um, giving me the chance to use my camera and learn and see what I could do. Right. Um, I started getting better. I started getting a lot better, not just with the filming, not just with the recording. It wasn't just pushing the record button and everything just happened. Uh, I start developing a true eye. Now, I've always watched movies with a lot of different hats, and so I've always been interested in movies, and I always saw myself uh, uh, with my name scrolling up on somebody's credits. Like even when I was a kid, I used to just watch the credits and imagine that my name would scroll up on the credits. And as I got older, I would always think that one of my friends, somebody that I went to school with, uh, one of the pretty girls that I went to school with, one of the smart dudes that I went to school with, they may have gotten into film, they may have gotten to be an actress or an actor or part of the crew. I would be looking for friends of mine's names in the credits as the boom operator and shit like that, you know. Um, but I've always envisioned that. So I got that camera, and I'm like, well, if nobody is going to let me shoot their movie, I need to make my own, you know. So let me learn what this process is. Let me learn how to shoot cinematically and start doing some short films. So I've always been a writer, right? This is what my current producer does not know yet. I'm a writer, you know. Uh, and I could write, and I got plot twists, and I got really good stories. Uh, so yeah. Uh, but I start just filming everything, and the relationship. Um, you you gonna star in my movie, bro? Hey, I'm gonna need you to audition, bro, before before you get casted. Everybody got to audition. But I started shooting short films, and I told everybody, man, y'all getting me for free right now. At the beginning, I told everybody, I told my cousin, I told everybody, y'all getting me for free right now because I'm learning. Boy, but y'all know me. I'm going to get good, right? Because I'm going to study my craft. I'm going to get good, right? And then I ain't going to be so free no more. You better catch me now. Y'all better look back 2 or 3 years ago when I was saying that, right? Because now it's about to go down. So here's what's going on with me currently. I'm like I be having to hold back tears for real because I get emotional thinking about it. I get emotional thinking about my journey and how my dream is like right there in front of me. You know, like I can touch it. I can see it. It's right there. It's not there no more. It ain't way down there. It ain't through the bars. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see it. It's right there. I can reach out and literally like for real touch it and grab it. You know what I mean? Um and I'm gonna tell y'all, be careful about trampling on a man's dreams because you might be trampling on the best part of him. You don't want to do that. That's the quickest way to lose a friend, quickest way to lose your man, quickest way to lose your woman, whatever. If they are passionate people and they're passionate about what it is their dream is, I'm telling you, don't do that. You know, uh, don't do that. Um, so right now I'm gonna tell you the story. So here's what happened. Um, I'm starting to pick up speed. Now, this is that time, and I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. Like I was almost done. Like, the creator know me. You know what I mean? Like I was almost done. You did? Because I was so discouraged. And I always heard people say, man, it was like around my second, third year, like I was going on my fourth year, and then it's people that been doing this for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and haven't called a break, you know. Uh and it may not be for lack of hustle. You just haven't called a break. Well, I called a break. I'm prone for catching breaks. I literally been waiting on it. Like I knew what was gonna happen. I just didn't know how. The creator has always looked out for me. Like period, point blank. The creator has always looked out for me. Like I know I'm God's son. The creator has always looked out for me. You know, um, why I have no idea, but he has. Um, so I was filming the documentary for Kansas City Hip Hop Week. Uh, but I was telling the organizer of Kansas City Hip Hop Week, hey, there's certain days I'm not gonna be able to film. I'm gonna try and get one of my partners to come down and film in my stead on those days. And they can just give me the footage and I'll edit it, you know what I'm saying, later, but it'll be footage that they shot. Wednesday being one of those days. I know I'm gonna be doing my podcast. Wednesday is just a non-negotiable day. I'm gonna be doing my podcast. And then I got the bright idea to do my podcast on location at Kansas City Hip Hop Week. Not a good choice in regards to the actual podcast being shot because I'm shooting the documentary. The only way, and things just got hectic that night. Like when I got there, it was like interview, taking pictures. Da, da, da. So I'm taking pictures. I'm doing interviews. Uh, it was just a lot going on that night. You know, if I wasn't interviewing somebody in the back, I'm recording the talent in the front. If I'm not recording talent in the front, I'm getting B-roll. And then it was time to go. But it was so many performances. I was like, God dang, shit. You know, I was ready to go, for real, for real. But it was a brother in the audience that was watching me. And he pulled up on me. And he's like, hey, brother, can I talk to you outside? I'm like, what's up? You know, he's like, man, just let me holler at you outside real quick. And he go outside and he said, man, what you trying to do with your camera? You mean like, am I trying to sell it? He said, nah, like, what are your goals for your camera? Like, are you, you know, like, what do you do? What do you shoot? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to get into? I'm like, you know, I shoot music videos, I shoot events, hey man, anything that can be filmed behind this camera, I can do it. You know, that's what I do. I'm thinking he about to ask me to do an event for him, like he want to hire, because it was somebody else in there that night, that same night. And I was like, bro, let me get your card. I need I need you to shoot this event that I got going on. Bet I got you. You know, but this cat was like this. Hey, I really try to stay low key, but I produce movies. That's all I do. I don't have no other job. I make movies. And I'm looking for a B cam operator and a boom operator. Have you ever ran boom? I'm like, I run boom for myself, you know, and I know how to work cameras. I'm like a one-man band. Like, I do my own lights, I do my own sound, I do my own video, I do my own editing, I do my own everything, right? So he started showing me all these things that he'd been a part of, and movies that he'd been a part of, trailers to movies that are about to come out. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, man, hit me up, bro, so we can talk business. See if you want to be my B cam operator, right? Do not know that. I want to see if you want to be my B cam operator, right? I'm like, I bet. So the next day he hits me up. That next morning he hits me up and says, can you send me any work that you've done, like videos, any short films, anything that you've shot? I just need to see it so I can give it to the crew so we can all have an understanding of what your style is. At that time, I'd shot two things. My first toe dip into short films was a short film called The Interview. Shout out to my guy Emmanuel Ellie and his girl. for helping me with that first interview. So we shot the interview down at KC Melton Pot. We wasn't even supposed to shoot that. That's not even what we was there to shoot. We was there to shoot something else, and it was gonna be outside. It started raining no sooner than we got there, right? So we go in, and we ended up shooting. Well, I ended up thinking of the idea for the interview 20-30 minutes. Thought of the idea. They were fantastic. They improv'd a lot. I gave them a basic idea, and they just ran with it. I just let them do their thing, and it came out great. As far as the storyline went, right? But since we didn't plan on shooting inside, I didn't have no lights, and so that's why the interview was so damn dark, and that's why I got to do it again. So I plan on reshooting the interview anyway. So I seen the interview, and it was another one that I did with Loon M Styles. Shout out to Loon Styles. He starred in Swing, right? Swing was my second attempt at a short film. Went drastically better. Like Swing was kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? Simple concept though. That's all I was looking for. I was looking to shoot something simple story, simple storyline, but you know what I'm saying, I wanted to show the depth that I could do with one camera. So I sent him those two things. He hit me up and was like, bro, we need to talk, and we need to talk in person. So when we met up, he was like, hey man, would you be willing to be the DP, the director of photography, and the AD on this upcoming series that I got? AD being the assistant director, the DP being the director of photography. The director of photography and the director of the film go hand in hand. Like, it's them two that, like, the director of the film or the director of the movie or the director of the show is the director. He goes with the director of photography. So he tells the director of photography, look, this is my vision. This is what I want to see. I need you to bring this to the screen. And it's up to the DP to film it the way that the director sees it, so he can see it on the screen. So they work hand in hand. In this particular instance, it's the two of us and our producer. Shout out to my guy Akasha, right? Shout out to my guy Reese, Maurice King, and everybody on the DID set. Let's do that. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But he came to me, he was like, man, can you would you do this? Would you become the DP? I don't know if it was actually because of what he saw in Swing and the interview that made him want to promote me from just B cam op and boom op to DP and AD, but that's what happened. And that's where we at now. I never shot anything like that before, you know what I'm saying, like a major production, a main production. But I felt like I knew what I was doing because I had at least done things for myself before. And I got on there and I killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, killed it. And so now we a whole team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we a whole team, and it's like everything that's being done is being done by this team that my guy Akasha put together. You know what I'm saying? And so it's going down. So you got DID, the series that we're filming right now. DID, the movie, is going to be coming out later. There's another film that he just told me that he's going in pretty much in pre-production for it right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the middle of shooting DID, the series, and we're about to start shooting this feature film produced by Dutch Midwest. Um, 3 years. Just having a good relationship with myself. You know, I had to understand that there were things that were going to happen. Part of the relationship that you have with yourself is self acceptance. You know what I'm saying? I had to accept where I'd been. I had to accept what I'd been through, right? And I had to accept the fact that where I've been, what I've done, and what I've been through is not going to negatively dictate what happens to me in the future. Period. I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let my past dictate my future. I'm not going to let nobody interfere with my dream and interfere with my future, right? And that's just kind of what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what my strengths are. I know where I'm not that strong, you know what I'm saying? But I know I can handle it. Because I can embrace my flaws, you know. Because I developed such a unique self understanding during low moments of my life, it helped me. Like times that I was put away by myself, nobody around, was the most peaceful time of my life, and was the times that I really got to know myself. Like it's hard to get to know yourself when you are in the midst of everybody and everything, especially when everybody and everything is looking to you and saying, hey, we need answers. Hey, we need this to happen. Hey, we need that to happen, and you got to make it happen. Got you. You know, got you. Like, I always felt like, I think I heard 50 Cent say it. He was like, I forget kind of how it went, but I agree with the sentiment. You know, he was like, I had a whole, well, he didn't say this, but it's how I feel. I feel like I had a whole bunch of people around me. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole bunch of people around me. That's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna go. I'm not taking nothing away from the guys that's go. Um, but at the same time, it kind of felt like when things really came down to it, I ain't really had nobody. You know, it's like if I get out there and I'm out there too deep, you know, and I gotta really get somebody I can rely on, who the fuck I'm gonna get? Who I'm gonna go get? I'm already here. I'm my backup. Who I'm gonna go home and get? Me? You know, I'm already here. I ain't had nobody to get. I was always everybody's go get dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the go. I'm the go getter. You know. Hey, go get scrap. Hey, they tripping. Go get scrap. What happens when they tripping with scrap? I had guys, but anybody help you fight. We're gonna be there when you don't feel like being here no more. Who gonna help you then? Who's gonna be there to help you and check you and tell you that you need to check yourself. You need to embrace your imperfections. and realize that God got you. Who gonna be there to tell you that? Like who? Who's gonna be there to help you navigate through all your emotions and all your triggers and all that? Who's gonna be there and say, bro, I got you? You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I done that. I see you waving, but you might be drowning. You know, I'm gonna come get you. You know, so but you gotta have that understanding with yourself to even understand that you need friends like that. Like I seen this one thing. It said that you gotta have this kind of friend and that kind of friend, this kind of friend, that kind of friend. If you got all those friends in one person, you got you a jewel. I agree with that. Like I've tried to be that friend to my friends. Uh, but just over the course of years, it's like you're trying to be something to other people that you're not getting in return. So it's kind of hard uh, to maintain that. But then comes self honesty. You got to be honest with yourself. You know, if you cannot be honest with you, again, it goes with the whole loving somebody else. If you don't love you, how the fuck you gonna love somebody else? You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. If you don't know how to love you, how can you possibly learn to love somebody else? If you don't know you, how could you possibly think you about to want to learn a whole nother being? That don't make sense to me. It might make sense to some of y'all. It don't make sense to me. If you can make it make sense, I'm all ears. I'm a lifelong learner. Please teach me something. You know. What's up, homie? Man, hey, I see you, school. My bad. I seen that quote too. I seen that. Only up from this point. Real rap. Cause I'm telling you, it's only up from this point, man. And my real ones, hey man, my real ones done came, and they have saluted their guy. You know what I'm saying? I salute everybody. I don't give a fuck. I got a promotion at work, man. Salute, man. I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like genuine joy, like not just, you know, this fake shit, like genuine joy when my guys advance. Like when they advance to another level of the game, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Peace be unto you. Thumbs up. All that. You know what I'm saying? Uh and my guys really done hollered at me. It's like, bro, congratulations, man. Uh Proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of my guys that has shown that kind of love. Um and I appreciate that from each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate that on my mama's mama. You know, uh, I do. Uh, and it's only up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only up. Like because pretty soon, like I gotta, I be having constant production meetings with my director and with my producer. Uh, we meet all the time because we the crew. Um, whether it's on the phone or um whether it's on the phone, whether it's on video, whether it's in person, you know, we always confabulating, you know. And I am surprised I actually thought of that word. in the state that I'm in. Anyway, so we're always rapping, and I've yet to tell my producer that I'm a writer. Also, I've yet to tell my producer that I got screenplays just in boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got screenplays in boxes. I got plays in boxes. I got books in boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been saying for years that I'm gonna put out this book series that I wrote years ago called "The Thing Behind the Thing." I done said it on the podcast before. The thing behind the thing. It's not the thing. It's the thing behind the thing that really matters. You know what I'm saying? And I got that because I used to say it all the time. I'm like, bro, it's not the thing. It's the thing behind the thing. You focused on the thing. It ain't the thing. It's the thing behind the thing. And I had to put a psychological aspect to it. So it's not the object that's pissing you off. It's the stimulus that derives behind the object that pisses you off, right? Because the object is not pissing you off. The stimulus is. You pissed off because of the emotion. That's what's pissing you off. You gotta figure out what it is that's stimulating you so emotionally to where it's just pissing you off. And once you realize that, everything's everything. You know, that's the book series in a little nutshell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let my producer know pretty soon that I got investors already. I was talking to investors, not investors, not plural. I was talking to an investor who wants to invest in films, right? I'm like, I got a film you can invest in. I definitely do. I got a film that's a short film that I actually want to turn into a feature called 3 Seconds. 3 Seconds a bad motherfucker. 3 Seconds a bad motherfucker. It's not the kind of movie I think that my producer likes. But I'm gonna run it past him. Let me see what he say. He might want to produce it, he might not. But, you know, he might let me use the crew to film it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll produce it. Or I get somebody else to invest in it, you know, and then I'll become the producer, the director of photography. I'm not gonna direct it. I'll find somebody to direct it. But I do that at a later date. But it's a lot going on for your guy, man, and I had to understand the relationship that I have with the universe, the relationship that I have with my creator, the relationship that I have with myself, and understand that that these are the blessings that I've been waiting for to happen to me and for me. And all I gotta do is be grateful, be thankful, and don't blow it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, sis? What's happening? Thank you, sister. My girl. Yeah, it's a lot going on. And so I'm still working on. So I got the documentary for Kansas City Hip Hop Week, the documentary for KC Melton Pot Theater and their 10th production year anniversary. My personal documentary, The Racist State of Missouri. What else? KC Hip Hop Week, KC Melton Pot Theater, Racist State of Missouri, DID the series, DID the film, and then I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about like specifics in regards to this next film that we, or this first film that we about to shoot, but it's a whole nother film. So yeah. Oh, there was another documentary. So there's a documentary I'm about to shoot. I'm about to shoot. I don't know. Hey, I would try. I would try to shoot it. It's a documentary about the history of hip hop in Kansas City. So hey, shout out to my homeboy Ray D, right? Because actually, this conversation about a documentary about Kansas City hip hop actually started probably about 2 years ago, right? Me and my homeboy Ray D was sitting around, and I was actually about to shoot a short documentary about him. It was gonna be called Fuck Ray D, right? Like that ain't even know they ain't know this. Like we both came up with that title. It was like Fuck Ray D, because that's how he felt. He felt like everybody was saying Fuck Ray D. And so he was gonna name the documentary Fuck Ray D. And but it was a whole lot of Kansas City hip hop history that came out in that, right? And then 2 years later, you know, we got some footage. It was nowhere near done. But then 2 years later, we got some. I was having a conversation with a brother at work, and he was like, "Man, somebody ought to do a documentary about the history of Kansas City hip hop." And I'm like, "I shoot films, I shoot documentaries." And he was like, "Yeah, I know." It was a setup. It was a whole setup. They know you can't talk about filming something like epic like that and think I'm not gonna say nothing. Like it's got to be me, right? So that was the missing one. Uh, the the history of Kansas City Hip Hop Week, how the pot got melted, and the racist state of Missouri. That's 4 documentaries, 2 films, and 1 series. DID the series going on Tubi and BET Plus. DID the movie going on Tubi and BET Plus. The new film, the film that I don't know if I'm at liberty to talk about or not, is going on Tubi and BET Plus. So stay tuned for all that. And hopefully I might be able to talk my producer into producing one of my films. We gonna see. We gonna leave that to the future. I'm just, I bought a new camera today. I'm very excited. I bought a 6K camera. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I get like for real, like that was one of the things that I was doing before the show started. Like I was buying this camera. I was buying this camera and I was just thinking how excited I am to grab it. Like I cannot wait till it gets here. Like when it gets here, don't even touch the box. Put the box just when they deliver it, just sit it somewhere to where I'm the only one whose fingerprints is on it. Don't touch the box. Just leave it alone. I want to be the first one to touch it. I'm sensitive about my shit. I can't wait. But stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all that know my story know where I came from. So you know how far I've come. And those of you that don't know, watch out. Just keep an eye out. I'm coming. And I am so thankful to the creator. And my thing is this, like everybody keep asking me, like, man, you make a lot of money, what you gonna do? Start a school. I've been saying that for years. That ain't no new shit. Start a school. It ain't gonna be no public school. Stop teaching these kids this bullshit that they learning in public school. Teaching everybody how to become workers. No, No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to do what Baba Ajamu wanted to really do with Ace. That's what I'm gonna do. Baba Ajamu wanted to do something with Ace. You did. He had a vision. He had a dream that he wanted to do with Ace. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. It ain't even a wound. I had y'all done heard me talk about my what's it called? My school bus. I would start my school bus. Don't let me get no. Don't let me. Don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't let me. Cause if I do, if I do, it's going down. If I get enough for just the school bus idea, it's going down. Let me get enough to buy a damn building. Y'all got me bent. Our babies is gonna be taught well. I'm going to hand pick the teachers. Trust me, I'm going to be teaching. We don't have a Kansas City Public School Board approved curriculum. Fuck you. You ain't even accredited. And if you did get, oh yeah, y'all did get y'all accreditation back. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't want. That's a whole nother tangent. I'll talk about that when I'm on education. I'm gonna get some of my brothers on here, and we're gonna talk about education and the educational system, and we'll go in on you. You dig? So pretty soon, so in the future, I had to do tonight. Tonight was selfish. Tonight was about me. Tonight I just wanted to update everybody on what the kid got going on. Thank you, Tati. I just wanted to update everybody on what the kid had going on. And I can't say it enough just how thankful and grateful I am. Cause I wasn't supposed to be there that night. Like, I don't think y'all understand, And here's the last thing I'm gonna say. This is my last point. You have to listen to your internal intelligence. I was not supposed to be there that night. I was not. I was supposed to be here doing this. That's the one night that I missed Notoriously Opinionated. Was because I was there changing my fucking life. Yeah, I was there changing my life because I listened to myself. And it paid off and panned out. Appreciate you, Abe. But that's what's up. And that's what's going on with your man. Next week, I'll be back talking about real relationships. Even though the relationship that you have with yourself is a real relationship, like I said, other than the relationship that you have with the Creator, the relationship that you have with yourself is the in-between between the relationship you have with the Creator and the relationship you have with your significant other, whoever that person is, right? In between the relationship that you have with your significant other and the relationship you have with the Creator, the relationship you have with yourself is the glue, that can bring it all together and make it all good, make it all work. Right? All right. But next week I might talk about something else. But until that time, it's been your man of many names and monikers and one appellation. Until next time, I see you on Notoriously Opinionated. Same notorious time, same notorious station, 8 p.m. every Wednesday. And until then, it's been your man. And I'm out. Peace.